Hello, duckies. It's Caster here, and I thought I would talk about something else other than the Sega Game Gear. So let's talk about the Sega Genesis. Now, I know a lot of you are starting to feel sick at the sight of a pound cable, but hear me out. I haven't led you astray, not yet, and I promise that I never will, at least not willingly. So, are the pound cables really that bad? Well, Ducky, let me tell you, I've done the research and I will be able to tell you what I have found out. So, Pound, they have a very bad reputation. And let me tell you, I bought these before I knew about the company. And let me tell you, yes, they have a very terrible reputation. Apparently, their Super Nintendo cables are atrocious. But I bought these without knowing anything about them, so I came into it unbiased. And I have to say that this cable is actually pretty good. I know, shocking, right? Okay, well, here's the lowdown on it, okay? So as you can see, it's made for the Sega Genesis Model 1, 2, and 3. And what you get inside these is you get the pound cable and an HDMI cable, which I have it somewhere else. But you do get an HDMI cable with it. And this end goes into your Sega Genesis Model 2 or 3. But fear not if you have a Model 1, because they have an adapter that fits to your Model 1. Now, are they worth it? Well, it really depends all on your opinion. Just like any kind of upscaling, it's all subjective and what you defined as good. Now, it also comes with a micro USB cable here. And what you need to do is you need to power this on through that. So what I do with my setup is I have this plugged into the HD TV. And I have this plugged in also to my HD TV. So I'm not really using any kind of any outlet. It's all going through the TV. And then I have, of course, this through my Sega Genesis. Now, how does it look? Well, from what I understand, apparently the president or whoever's in charge of Pound, well, let's say they found out that that their brand sucks. So they said that they were going to try to do better with the Sega Genesis cables. Did they do better? Well, I think they did. I think they did a decent job. It actually looks very amazing on my TV. Now here's the caveat. Do they work on a 4K TV? Well, Ocaster had a chance to test that out. So I tested it out on a 4K TV, and I will say that it doesn't look good. Some games look good, and that's the thing with this. Some games do look better than others, but I played Rocket Knight Adventures, and it looked so on a 4K TV. It didn't look all that great. I played World of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, and well, it looked very horrible. It almost looked as bad as composite. Ugh. But Sonic the Hedgehog 2 looked fantastic. Now, these upscalers, they have their pros and cons, as we know. We've all heard of the dithering and the waterfall with Sonic. That's a thing that that's a price that you're going to have to pay, okay? Because there are some people who swear up and down that composite is the only way to go with an old CRT TV. And if you're one of those people that like that, well, Ducky, good for you. Whatever you like, whatever it takes for you to play the game. Now, for the rest of us who like, to play on our new TVs, an older HD TV will probably look pretty good. But I will say that on a 4K TV, you might want to go with something like the HD Retrovision cables or something a little bit more pricier. This right here is $30. So, I mean, you may buy it and you may not like it. But please, don't throw any hate at me, because I find them good. and I like the way they look on my TV. Actually, I think they look really good on my older TV. But hey, if you like them, or if you buy them and you find out you don't like them, return them. So, get something better. But I'm going to say, as an honest opinion, without any kind of bias towards the company, that the ones for the Sega Genesis are actually pretty good. Are there better cables? Of course, Ducky. But for $30, I think this is a pretty good solution. Well, I just wanted to make a video, something other than the Game Gear, because this channel is not just for the Game Gear. And I felt like, people thought, hey, this guy only does Game Gears. But we will do other things. We will talk about other consoles, and hell, we'll talk about things other than video games. Life stories and anime and whatever. But I thought I would just throw this video out for you. Well, Duckies, as always, like and subscribe to this video if you want more. And stay safe and be good to each other.